This is, in essence, a federal invasion of the Twin Cities and Minnesota, and it must stop.
Tonight, an effort to remove federal agents from Minnesota is in the courts. Today, Attorney General Keith Ellison announced a federal lawsuit to force them out. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Julie Nelson. The new legal battle comes as protests continue and as most students return to Minneapolis schools, but some remain at home amid continued ICE enforcement. We have team coverage tonight. We start with Raya Katene with details on the lawsuit itself and reaction to it. Raya?
This lawsuit is in response to what the White House calls Operation Metro Surge, this push by the federal government over the past few weeks to get thousands of federal agents here. And the Trump administration says it's to crack down on undocumented immigrants and fraud in the state. But local leaders say the way agents are operating is both illegal and causing serious harm here in the Twin Cities.
In an effort to get ICE agents out of Minnesota,
We've come together.
the state's attorney general is joining forces with the mayors of Minneapolis and St. Paul to sue the federal government, including Kristi Noem and her Department of Homeland Security.
Because this has to stop.
Attorney General Keith Ellison, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, and St. Paul Mayor Kali Herr are all Democrats who say the White House is targeting Minnesota because it's a blue state.
We allege that the obvious targeting of Minnesota for our diversity, for our democracy, and our differences of opinion with the federal government is a violation of the Constitution and of federal law.
Through this lawsuit, they're asking a judge to grant the state a temporary restraining order to stop federal agents from continuing operations in Minnesota. In a statement, a White House spokesperson says in part, this pathetic stunt only proves that Democrats will put illegal criminals over hardworking Americans every time.
Federal law enforcement is going far beyond what they can and should be doing to enforce immigration laws. They are endangering our community's safety, straining our resources, and sowing distrust.
The lawsuit filed on Monday cites the First and 10th Amendments and alleges that the surge of thousands of DHS agents into the Twin Cities is a federal invasion.
We don't use the word invasion lightly. People are afraid to go to work, shop, or seek medical care.
They say agents are targeting schools, businesses, hospitals, and places of worship while racially profiling immigrants, most of whom they say are here legally.
This was the first person they tried to take.
Ellison also says agents are detaining law-abiding citizens and using excessive force against protesters and bystanders.
When a woman like Renee Good gets shot down, then everybody, citizens, non-citizens, are terrified.
Republicans in the Minnesota House also released a statement shortly after this lawsuit was announced. House Speaker Lisa Demuth and GOP floor leader Harry Niska say the lawsuit seeks to override the federal government's authority. They add that, quote, Minnesotans deserve leaders who allow the removal of violent criminals, not ones that demand they remain in our communities. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Raya.